Welcome to the Growth Xperts Podcast. I'm your host, Derek Colin. In today's episode, we have a special guest. His name is John, and he is the founder and CEO of Vekser.com. How are you doing today, John?
Good to be here, Derek. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. So can you share with us a bit about your background and your role and how it fits into the bigger picture over at Vekser?
Yeah, of course. I'm a property investor, been so for a long time, and I had to use external managers and real estate agents where they kind of dip into your revenue, and sometimes in down markets, it could be a little bit of a pain. And I feel that they use third parties of softwares and always adding different fees on different maintenance services that is included in the package of owning a property. Then it inspired me to kind of clean up that back and forth, that mess, those surprise fees that managers often do and when they're managing an asset. We wanted to streamline the process, provide not only the platform that combines software, powerful software, specifically with AI that helps any landlord, doesn't matter the capital, the number of assets, or the age group, they'll be able to just insert their units and the system kind of takes over and streamlines the process of operating a property. But also our live agents provide the 24/7 support that goes with the hassle of managing a property, and it gives the property owner the tools, the capabilities to do it on their own without depending on a third party or a fourth party in that matter.
Oh, that's really cool. That's awesome. So it sounds like you're utilizing specific software as a services and technology to make things a lot better, more efficient in the workplace. Can you describe some of those efficiencies, whether it's administrative or tenants, or is it more so for operations? Can you kind of give us some more detail?
Yeah, absolutely. So the beautiful thing about it is it encompasses all of what you just named and more. So first thing is fulfilling vacancies. It automates the whole process of marketing, integrations with different platforms that most people kind of see their listings at. So Zillow, Trulia is overtaken the MLS or the other platform where that's where people go and see their listings, whether it's for buying or renting their properties. Then it's the workflows of screening prospects, scheduling tours, executing agreements, to then the automation that we have of maintenance requests directly sending those work orders to service pros in their local area to get bids on those jobs. So it streamlines the whole process from A to Z for a property owner, but it also allows, with our marketplace, a built-in marketplace, to have those service providers bid for those works. So for plumbing job, electric job, they no longer need to be nickel and dime by their property manager. And also with different fees, they know the prices. They can execute the order directly on a dashboard, and it gives them the power to do so with ease in one single dashboard, but relying on a 24/7 workforce that's always there for them and taking over the communication with the tenants, so they don't have to deal with the day-to-day operations of and communications with their tenants, guests, or buyers, for that matter.
Oh, that's really good. So that essentially increases productivity and makes things a lot easier, not only for leasing or property management, but I would assume if they're more productive, it helps the tenants as well.
Absolutely. Tenants love this because they get their requests answered quickly. Managers, unfortunately, go to sleep at 6, 7 o'clock, or they go out. Our offices are always open. We're in 5 countries. We operate properties in every city and state in America and some in Canada. So we have offices in every city and state in the U.S., service providers in every city in the U.S. So we never sleep. We're always there. So the tenant is happy. The landlord is happy. They don't have to deal with the headaches of handling their tenants and guests. But also they're very happy that they don't have to share their revenue to like high fees of 10 to 15%, where in average, they can do this with us for like only 3%. We we started as a white label platform for managers, for agents, for brokers, that they used us, our platforms, our softwares, and our 24/7 support teams for their properties, for rentals and sales. Now we're going directly to the consumer in 2026, and we see a lot of increase of prop tech completely taking over, and we see that agents and managers of assets are going to be a thing of the past pretty soon.
Oh, interesting. And is it primarily residential, or do you delve into commercial as well?
We operate any assets, whether it's commercial, industrial, or residential, not only to the short term, but also long-term tenants. But we also now, in some cities, it's very popular to have a midterm, which is the corporate rental and traveling nurses. It's very popular in certain metropolitan cities that we see an increase in rentals in that specific space.
I see. So if there's a demand, then there's most certainly a need for Vekser.
Absolutely. We can completely scale it to the next level because of our operations in different countries. We're hiring very aggressively for the operators of the behind the scenes, the back office. Most of the work is digital, but we see a lot of properties that are loading up in different cities. So we're trying to kind of keep up with the demand of service pros where a lot of maintenance is coming in. So we're growing exponentially. In the next few months, we're growing very, very quickly.
That's awesome. Growth is always a good thing, and that's why you're on the Growth Xperts Podcast.
Yes, absolutely. And I love it.
Awesome. So what major shifts are you currently seeing in your industry right now?
So that's a very good question. The reason why I started this interview and I mentioned about the high fees, different fees of property managers, real estate agents. Unfortunately, it's a down market. People need to save money. Property owners want to sell their property and don't want to give up a share of their equity to an agent or a manager for just simply doing tours. And most of the work is digital. So we definitely see the increase in our user base because of the need for saving. Property owners want to save because of this situation that is the market is not really friendly for rentals and for sales. So if they're selling their property, they want to save the fees of sharing their revenue and for the sale with a broker or an agent. And if they want to manage their asset, they're ready to give it to a property operator, just charging them a subscription base, and which is as low as 3%, which is absolutely nothing. And there's no other fees involved in that. So we definitely see the increase from landlords and property owners due to the fact is that they want to conserve and have more capital in their pockets every month, or whether they're selling. And this is the shift that we're seeing in this down market, that more people are dependent on prop tech. The good thing is there's not a lot of companies like us. We're one of the few, and this is one of the reasons why we're seeing our growth.
Awesome. When it comes to making an impact, technologies, AI, certain trends, how is it impacting your business or growth strategy?
So as far as we see, unfortunately, there is some uptick in some eviction processes that we handle. It does affect where, unfortunately, we see an uptick in certain cities that we operate in, an eviction process. It kind of interfere with our clients, which is namely the property owner, obviously profitability or some runway room to kind of operate. And we do see them kind of get into foreclosures. This is something that will affect us. And the near term, long term wise, obviously there's going to be some market shift that's going to kind of swing this market into a better when all the interest rate will lower and more property seekers or buyers will buy, and also prices will come down a bit where renters will be able to afford to rent average 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom apartment. This is the shift in the trends that we're seeing in the short term, where a lot of our property owners are, yes, they want to save money, but they want to save money for a reason, because they've been hit. And then we do see them suffering because of certain tenants are getting evicted. They're not paying rent. So we do see that the market is a little bit rough at the moment. I hope I answered the question with that.
No, definitely, definitely. So when a problem or a situation may arise, who typically brings you into the picture?
I normally we have different stages with three ladders. When anything legal comes into the picture or certain major strategy shift, that's when normally I come in into the picture and I oversee things and I give my final say. I don't really deal with the day-to-day operations. I have an amazing team that I'm thankful for. It's been with me for many years, and I depend on them and I trust their judgment. We have three levels. The third level is when it comes to legal. That's when I'm stepping in or major strategy executive decisions that will come to me.
But not on the tech side. So you have IT support, you have your support team and your chat teams and things of that nature if property management needs help with something.
I deal with the C-level executives. We have daily meetings, but they will only come to me with like a certain strategy or execution that needs to happen. We have a very build trust and integrity that I know that the people who have been with me for a long time, I trust their judgment, trust their execution level, and we build it after a long time in business. That's something that you have to rely on your team. You won't be able to do it on your own.
Yeah. So what's working well for you now and what's been frustrating?
What's working for us now is it is a space, the property operator versus the property manager. It works for us that a lot of owners and property investors are very frustrated with management companies. So it works for us that they just want to have more control, and our platform provides it. If you would have had software and teams that is available to you 24/7, most likely you wouldn't submit your asset to somebody else to manage it. You have a bunch of portfolio for sale, for rental. You would want to operate it yourself or with a team. What doesn't work for us is obviously the market. Yes, we have growth, but unfortunately, the market, we want to see the market grow. We want to see our property owners rent their units with a little bit of profitability. I mean, they're very aggressive with the rates because the market doesn't allow them to be profitable in this climate because renters don't have enough money to put in their rent in their apartments or their houses. Or their offices for that matter. So that doesn't work for us. We want to see the market shift into lowering cost for tenants, for just regular day-to-day Americans. That helps them to have more money to spend on their rents. But also, we want to see interest rate goes down so people can buy and afford housing. Investors make their money because a lot of people are sitting on inventory and a lot of them need to get rid of this inventory.
What would you want property managers to know, or even property developers that would adopt your technology and your services for Vekser? What would you like them to know? What's your unique value proposition?
Yeah, so for property managers, we want them to know that, it's mainly local. Most people, conventional way of thinking 10, 20 years ago is that I have a portfolio of assets and I'll get a manager to kind of like do the day to day. But the managers won't be able to scale in a local way. We give property managers our platform as a white label. So at the end of the day, we want the managers to know that they can use our platform, our softwares, which is integratable with all of the platform there is, marketing wise, operation wise. Even if they have their own solutions, it integrates into our platform and we operate it from there. That's one. And our workforce works under their management. So they completely can use us as a white label and they can grow their door, and we give them the scalability that they want to kind of like grow in their market. And the same goes for real estate agents and brokers, where a lot of real estate agents and brokers are very set in their ways of just buying and selling. But they need to understand that this down market, nobody wants to buy, nobody wants to sell. Of course, there's exceptions, but still, when somebody doesn't buy and sell, they need to sit on the asset. And when they sit on a portfolio that's worth $1 million, why not just manage it? And if you're local, you have licenses, use a platform like us and expand your business, not only into just the managing an asset and operating an asset, but also you get the money from the activity that comes from the doors. So our marketplace combines the manager, the owner, and the service provider all in one platform. So everybody's connected. It's almost like a referral platform that combines them. So that's what I want them to know.
Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Okay. So where do you see Vekser in the next, 6 to 12 months or beyond?
It's a good question. So we're growing, in every market. Right now, we're in every city and state in the US and some in Canada. This year, we want to focus on North America. We are planning to launch it in Europe next year and in the UK and in Spain and in some other European cities. And we see that happening in 2027. So that's the main thing. Obviously, we want to improve our technology and also reduce our cost even more than what we have right now. We've already completely beat the competition that we have. There's only just a couple of handful of prop tech, and they're just not able to compete with our not only workforce, but our technology. But we're already in 5 countries. So it's very difficult for them to catch up. But we want to improve even more. We want to reduce our costs for our clients, for our landlords, and we're on the way to do so.
Yeah, sounds like a global expansion. You guys are, you guys are expanding for sure and scaling the company. And much success to you. Thank you so much for joining me on the Growth Xperts Podcast, John. It's been a pleasure. For those of you who want to check out John's information, that is John Vekser. He goes by John Daniel if you want to look him up on his profile on LinkedIn. If you want to check out his website, that is vekser.com. Just go to vekser.com. For those of you still watching, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get back to it. Thank you for joining us, John.
Derek, thank you so much. You're an amazing person. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Awesome.